Hello everyone, myself Vikrant More. I passed my degree BSc in Agriculture in 2013. After that I did my MSc in Dairy Science. From 2015 I started preparation for UPSC. I gave my second attempt in 2017. I cleared civil service examination with agriculture as an optional with 289 marks in agriculture optional. Now I am here to share my strategy about agriculture optional. See, people who take this optional are mainly from BSc Agriculture or MSc Agriculture and BSc Botany or other allied subject backgrounds. So if you are taking this subject, first thing that you should do is go through the complete syllabus breakup and try to cover each point or read each point from the syllabus. Second thing that you should do is analyze the question papers for last 10 to 15 years and get or make analysis in such a way that you will understand which part of the syllabus is repeated most. In paper 1 and paper 2, you will get the idea that most of the part which is more in technical nature is repeated every year. So if you go paper wise, in paper first we have ecology as first topic. In the ecology was not in focus till recently, but since last 2-3 years the more questions are coming from this section. The questions even in the compulsory section are coming from the ecology section. The syllabus related to points like environmental pollution, agroecosystem and its impact on crop productivity, such a questions are repeated every year. You can make use of this, prepare this section very well and get good score. Second point is agronomy. The major portion that we have in our paper first is agronomy. The concepts of cropping pattern and different high yielding varieties and organic farming, precision farming, such as points from the syllabus are repeated every year and questions are coming from this section. What you can do is refer your degree notes or the Principles of Agronomy by Reddy and Reddy. This book will cover the most of the syllabus points from this section. The second part of the agronomy is weed science. Every year you will get questions from weed science. The most repeated question is about biological control of weeds or the characters of weed. Even the questions in 16, 17 and 18, 3 years there was a question about biological weed control in the paper 1. The next part is forestry. Same like ecology, this part was not that much major part, but in recent years questions are coming from forest. Every year we can expect at least 30 marks of questions from this section. The other part that is major is soil science and nutrient management. Whatever degree notes or whatever we have studied in BSc Agriculture is sufficient for this. You can use degree notes or a book by D.K. Das, soil science book by D.K. Das, and cover the syllabus points from this. Now some points from the soil science syllabus like nitrogen use efficiency or organic constituents of soil, saline and alkaline soil, that is problematic soil, such a questions are repeated every year. You can prepare these points of syllabus from your degree notes, and the more of technical words are the keywords of the syllabus or keywords of the course are required to write in the questions related to soil science, and you can get good marks here. The other part, that is soil and water conservation, is very easy part. The most of the questions are related to soil erosion and soil and water conservation, which can be easily prepared, and same syllabus overlaps with the JS3 paper. So this part also gives you good chance of scoring with minimum study. The two major parts, that is agriculture economics and agriculture extension, they are the major parts of paper 1, but in the recent years questions are directly coming from this portion which are related to current affairs. The issues which are going related to agriculture extension or economics are focused for framing the questions in paper 1. These two parts are very small. You can cover the syllabus in 1 or 2 days, but if you revise well and write well with current data, facts and examples, you can score very good marks in these two sections. As we have these 8 points in paper 1. These 8 points in paper 1, if you study very well with your own notes, or if you do value addition with the current facts and figures with maps to substantiate your answers, you can get very good marks. We have discussed about paper 1. Now we'll start with paper 2. The major portions in the paper 2 are cell biology, that is genetics, physiology, breeding and seed technology. The remaining 3 topics, that is horticulture, plant protection and food science, or food production and nutrition management. As far as the major topics are concerned, genetics, you can prepare from degree notes or you can use Tamil Nadu agriculture notes for preparing genetics. The questions from genetics are very straightforward and you can expect at least 50 mark questions every year. If you see or if you analyze the questions from genetics, you will observe that some same points of syllabus are repeated every year with common questions or common demand of questions. You will observe that if you prepare from notes, if you prepare from degree notes or any the TNU notes, you will be able to write these questions very well. The second part, that is breeding. The syllabus of breeding in degree was very big, but here the only few points are focused, few methods of breeding are asked, and you need to selectively, as per the syllabus points, need to prepare for this breeding portion. Same again, the breeding can be covered from degree notes. If you are comfortable with using the reference book, that is book by BD Singh or Fundan Singh, you can go for that, but those books are very bulky. Instead, you can use degree notes and cover these points very well. The third part, that is the physiology, crop physiology. Even this is very static part. Every year questions are asked from this portion and they are very straightforward and general. You have you need not to go for any kind of interpretation in those questions. You can read from notes and directly write those answers. Questions are more lengthy or they require more writing from this section. Even in compulsory, you can expect questions from crop physiology. Many use Pandey and Sinha for crop physiology or book by VK Jain, but I would suggest you to use Tamil Nadu agriculture notes for this portion. They are very good notes and you can cover all the points from this notes. Now these 3 topics, that is genetics, breeding and physiology, what they require or what you need to write is technical terms. You need to write, as you can't write these answers in general way like you are writing a GS answer. These subjects being technical, you need to write technical answers or technical keywords. Second thing, that is you need to draw diagrams. Whatever diagrams which are there in notes or in reference books, you need to draw them in answers to get good marks. In case of genetics, you require to write examples. Like there was a question this year to elaborate on the law of segregation, Mendel's law of segregation, and explain with examples. In such a case, you need to have a perfect example. In case of breeding, they ask about different breeding methods, where you need to explain the breeding method and you need to write there with examples the varieties developed by a particular breeding method. That will give you more marks. In case of physiology, you need to write with keywords and you need to have diagrams for the whatever they have asked. We have many cycles, the C3, C4 CAM cycles. You need to know the different the substance that are produced in these cycles with enzymes that are used and examples or diagrams for the specific subject specific portion. Now the next topic that we have is plant seed technology. There are only 5 points in our syllabus regarding seed technology. Very easy and straightforward. You can prepare from any notes, but you need to have current data related to seed technology and seed production. What they ask is generally about significance of those processes, so you need to go for that. Horticulture and landscaping. There is very big syllabus of horticulture in our UG course, but here only few points are focused. You can prepare from any notes. Generally what they focus is post harvest technology, the preservation technologies, how to reduce the post harvest losses. These are some of the very common questions. In case of production technology, they generally ask for horticulture fruit crops, like pomegranate was asked in 2018 and flower crops are asked generally, and not the other vegetables or other flower crops. So you can focus only few crops in this in case of production technology, but post harvest technology is a major part which you can focus and get good marks. Plant protection, we have entomology and pathology as 2 different subjects in our UG program, but here they have combined both, and plant protection is a point in our syllabus. Generally they do not ask for specific diseases and pests regarding to particular crop, but they go for general general type of question, like they asked about xylem wilt, verticular wilt. This year they asked about tomato leaf curl and mosaic. So you can select those broad areas or broad diseases and prepare for them. The important part in case of pathology or related to pathology is the theoretical part which is there in the beginning about crop disease epidemiology or disease forecasting, and in case with of entomology, the initial part of IDM, that is integrated disease management, and pest management. These are the major part. Biocontrol of disease and pest is again a major part. In case of entomology, store and pest is a general, every year at least they ask one question about it. Quarantine is also one of the important part of this syllabus. So in case of entomology and pathology, instead of going for every detailed disease and pest, only focus few, and theoretical part you should focus more. The next part is food production and nutrition management. Generally this part overlaps with GS3 syllabus. Whatever we study related to food procurement, food processing, food distribution and PDS system, these questions are asked in paper 2. You can expect more question on this in coming years. The questions related to nutrition deficiencies, protein malnutrition are directly asked, and here you need to give more examples and definite sources or definite facts and figures for this part of the syllabus. But this is a major part or a scoring part. If you are not comfortable with the genetics, physiology, you can go for this type of questions. You can write this type of questions and get good marks. Notes making is another important point for when you are preparing for optional. As far as this agriculture optional is concerned, you can prepare your own notes, which is very good strategy. If you prepare your own notes, you can revise them very well and you can write very good answers. If you are not comfortable with preparing notes for all the topics, you can at least select some major topics in both the papers, like 5 topics. I would say that genetics, physiology, breeding, agronomy and soil science, these 5 topics can be selected and you can prepare your own notes for these 5 topics. In case of answer writing, there are no recommended test series for this agriculture optional, but if you want to practice the answer writing or do answer writing, you can select old questions or old questions and write your own answers, and you can use those same questions as your notes. One strategy that many use is select the question for last 10 years, write the answer for all those questions and use the same material as for your revision material or same as your notes. If you are practicing answer writing for GS, you need not to go for special answer writing practice in case of optional, and if you are good in GS answer writing, that will help you here. Thank you.